Let's take this bathroom from boring to moody. Hi there and welcome to my channel. My name is Sonia and today I can't wait to share with you my small bathroom makeover. It is one of my favorite makeovers yet and I am so excited to share it with you. We're going to be doing a transformation on this tiny bathroom. It is going to be very dramatic and I am doing it on a budget. So let's get started. The very first thing that I have done was paint the ceiling. I was painting all the other ceilings on the main floor, so I did that first. Then we ended up removing a cabinet because we had a guy coming in to remove the tiles, so we had to remove the cabinet and the toilet. We did, however, install the toilet temporarily after the floor was removed, just so that way we could use the toilet at least, even though there was not a sink. I probably should have painted this wall before reinstalling the cabinet back in, but I had a hard time deciding on which paint to go with, so we ended up adding the cabinet. And then I had ordered this quartz countertop. It is called Storm by Caesar Stone, and I absolutely love the way this stone looks. The sink and the faucet that are in this room came from Amazon. They came in under $120. They were very budget friendly. And then we also decided to use our leftover shiplap from our fireplace, which I will link the video at the end, to add it to here to add more drama to the wall. I also spray painted with Behr chalk paint all of my towel holder as well as a toilet paper holder, just to cut on to save on some spending. I did paint the room in meaningful gray from Sherwin, and the shiplap wall was painted black by Benjamin Moore. I have also purchased this mirror at Home Depot for $69 and added it there. I was contemplating about painting it, but this had kind of set up the whole mood for this room. Then once that was all set up, I did end up giving the wall a fresh coat of paint, and to also save money, I ended up spray painting. Now this is not the way I recommend spray painting doorknobs. You should probably just go ahead, remove them, and spray paint them outside or whatnot. I did turn on the fan and open the door in my mudroom. I just wanted this done. I didn't want it to fiddle with taking it apart. But I do suggest taking it apart and spray painting. So I use that same Behr black chalk paint to spray paint both the inside knob and the outside knob. Again, to save on cost, I am planning on replacing all of the knobs in the house one at a time, slowly, but right now with all the other spending that we've had with this reno, I decided just to spray paint it. Because it's chalk paint, it doesn't take long to dry, but I did want to remove the tape right after I was done spray painting, just so I don't get any dryness and then just ripping off paint. You want to be very careful when removing the tape so you don't swoosh the paint off the doorknob like I did, but I did end up fixing it. It wasn't a very hard fix. So while the paint on the doorknob was drying, I decided to paint the caulking that my husband added between the wall and the countertop. This wall wasn't extremely square, so it was the countertop fit very well at the back, and it was a little bit more space at the front. So we decided to fill it with caulking. I struggled with the paint of the caulking, which paint to go with. I was thinking black, maybe gray, but then we decided just to go with white and one that you can paint it the same color as the wall, and I am very happy with the way this turned out. And since I had the paint open, I went ahead and touched up any other paint in this room that needed to be touched up, like around my outlets, and also around the toilet paper and a towel holder.
I know that I haven't been who I was. I am supposed to be the one you can trust. I feel so useless 'cause I let you down. I hope there's some way I can make it.
Now it was time to paint the door. I am using Benjamin Moore Decorators White, which is all the trim in my house. All the other doors that aren't painted black are painted in this color, as well as the color of my kitchen. So I wanted to have kind of the same white color going throughout the house. I used a roller to paint the door, and then any other little crevices that I needed to fill in, I used a brush.
I can make it alright, 'cause I know that you deserve much more than this. If you give me one more chance, I swear I'll try my best to always be there.
I also painted the trim on the inside and on the outside, and I also had my husband add the other piece of the trim that was missing, that he removed when he was taking out the cabinet because it was too tight and he could not take it out without removing the trim. So he reinstalled the trim, and I painted that as well.
And I want you to know that I'm lost without you. I'm not without you.
Now this is something that I probably should have done before I painted the trim and the door, but I had realized I forgot to paint the hardware of the door black as well, because I think it would look silly if it was gold and the knob was black. So I took my Sloan Athenian black chalk paint, which is extremely close to the spray paint, in the black spray paint I was using, and I just used a brush and painted it on. This did take about 3 coats to cover up completely because the paint wasn't sticking very well, but then with the 3-coat application it did cover it up really well. So I did the inside of the hardware as well as the outside of the hardware of the door, and then also don't forget to do it right around the closing part of the door at the side of the door.
I can show what you mean to me.
So I went ahead and took the tape off of here. That way the countertop is ready. There was a little bit of water there from just the countertop getting wet, so it didn't make the paint bleed a little bit, but it was a quick fix. I just wiped it. So once that was all done, I proceeded onto my cabinet. I had bought new handles for the cabinet. They were the long ones instead of having the knobs, and I just picked those up at Home Depot. I think they were like $4.99, so a very inexpensive upgrade to this cabinet. I used a drill just to drill the other hole at the, because there was already one hole, so I just used a drill for the other one. And to get the hole properly, which camera did not catch it, I did mark off where the holes were using a tape over the handle, and then I taped that onto the door, lining up the top hole that was already there, so that way I can get as straight of a line as possible. I didn't want to bore you with all this drilling, but here is the end result, and I absolutely love the way this cabinet looks. I think it just elevated the look for it. To save even more on cost, I redid this light. It was stainless steel color, and then I had spray painted and added some gold. I will have all of my bathroom DIYs in one video over on my DIY channel next week, so make sure you check that out. So now the fun part starts, and I'm going to just give it some cleaning before I start decorating it. I wanted to wipe this mirror down. I struggle with cleaning this mirror so much, even not this one necessarily, but the old one that was here. Always, no matter what I used, I had streaks. So I'm gonna see if I can find something. If there is anything that you can suggest to me to use, I have even tried turning off the light and cleaning it in dark, because I do know that sometimes dark the light will cause streaks. but that did not work either. I also wanted to wipe down the sink and also the countertop. So yes, so please let me know if there's anything that you can, any tricks or any products that for me to try. I've tried Method, Windex, vinegar and water, and Dawn dish soap, and all of it leaves streaks. So let me know if there's anything you know of that can help me with this.
'Cause I don't know what to do if you go. Ooh, I just don't know what to do if you go. Ooh. I've been so selfish and made you believe that you're not good enough, but you're all I need. I take you places that you've never been. I would give you the world if you let me try again. Yeah, just give me one more chance. I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I would.
Most of the decor that I'm adding to this room, I shop my home for.
You to know that I'm lost without you. I'm not without you. I hope I can show what you mean to me.
One thing that I did end up buying is I purchased a set of amber bottles in different sizes. They're the glass bottles. They're a little bit taller. I used a bigger one for the bathroom because it's a little bit taller than the pump from the Bath and Body Works. And as you can see, the sink is quite tall, so I wanted it to be a little bit taller. I might still put it on some sort of a pedestal just to elevate it even more. But I bought these because I want to use them in my kitchen as well. So I thought this was a good time to purchase these. And I am just going to refill it with the soap that I already have. And to get all the soap out, I did add a little bit of water into the Bath and Body container just to swoosh it all out and make sure that all the soap is out of it and add it to the new bottle.
Don't know what to do if you go. Ooh.
So I do really like with the way the counter looks. I think it's neat but very bold and moody. So now on to the other side, I am adding my scones back. You could see what these look like at the beginning, but if you want to get the full tutorial on how I made them over, that will be in the next week's video over on my DIY channel, as well as this little crate box that I'm going to be adding here. This was always here. I liked having it here just to hold a little bit of a little piece of decor with some extra toilet paper as well as a room spray. Now I was thinking about making some DIY room sprays with essential oils. Let me know if that's something that you have done and what type of did you use any carrier oil, did you use vinegar or just water? I would love to know. So I hope you had enjoyed this makeover. I am very happy with the way it turned out. I did not spend a lot of money. The most money I spent was on a counter, which was about $300. It was a remnants piece, but all the other supplies came in under $200. So I could not be happier with the result. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and a notification bell. I have tons more makeovers coming your way, and I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.
I just don't know what to do.